Everyone. Welcome to our class. My name is Coach Anthony Unchangco, and I will be teaching health and physical education this school year. Both are done through distance learning this school year, and both are utilizing Canvas and Google Classroom. So, want to welcome everyone to our digital back to school night session. Might be a little weird, but I think we're all slowly getting used to this process. So I want to make sure that I welcome you and want to go over a few things with you while you're here. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and listen in and get a little bit of a feel about your students' class. I have a lot of freshmen that I have in both classes, both health and physical education. And so it's always nice to see them either twice a day or get to see them every day, whether they have their cameras on or hear them, or they're participating and engaging in our Zoom sessions. But anyways, I want to make sure I go over some key points with everyone. And one is that attendance. I do take attendance every Zoom session. So as students are coming in from the waiting room, I have a board similar to this that has the schedule for the week and upcoming days. So they have a good idea and get to see the schedule in case there's any changes. And as they're coming in from the waiting room, I like to take attendance. And on the board, there's just like you can see here, there's the whiteboard there with some. Usually, it's a task list or agenda items for us to do for the day. And while students are completing attendance, while I'm completing attendance, excuse me, students are completing what we call a chat box check-in. And so they check in with me every time that we have a Zoom session. And they'll either, wish me or in the class good morning or good afternoon or say hello, some kind of salutations. And then there's a warm-up question for them. Sometimes it's something for them to share. Sometimes it's something for them to read on the board to make sure that I know that they, are prepared and ready for the next class or for the class for today or the schedule change that's going to take place later on in the week. So a little bit of engagement activity for them to participate in as they come in from the waiting room, so they're not just sitting around wherever they're completing their distance learning. And I always try and have readily available for students just a reminder of how to get a hold of me. I give my Ventura EDU account address for students. It's a little bit easier for them to navigate through, and it forces them to use their Google Drive and their Google email account from the school district. And there's also less of a filter for that than our Ventura EDU account. But I try and separate it so that I can, see and make sure that I can track communication from parents, communication from students. And so for parents, I ask that you communicate using my venturausd.org account. And it's the same email starter. It's a first name dot last name UNCHANGCO. And for parents, at venturausd.org. Again, please encourage students to contact me electronically so that we can keep in touch and they can keep me up to date with what's going on with them. If they were absent or late for whatever reason, I really encourage students to always communicate themselves, advocate for themselves, and to try and do that ahead of time. But sometimes that's not always possible. So even if it's past the date of their absence, for sure having them email to check in to see what they missed. Like I said earlier, all of our work will be submitted either on Canvas or on Google Classroom for both classes, health and physical education. So we've been navigating through that pretty regularly. I try and take the students through both Canvas and Google Classroom online as if it's their first time, just so that they don't miss anything. All right, just a few things about our class. Want to make sure that we encourage students to live a healthy and active lifestyle. So for physical education, they're just completing their exercise log assignment. And for health class, they're doing modules from week to week. So if you have any individual questions about the class or about your student, please feel free to email me at anthony.unchangco@venturausd.org. And I appreciate you coming on and joining us, and hopefully we get a chance to communicate either electronically or someday in person. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and thanks for being with us.